Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Bev's Panthers. I'm Braden Willenbrock, your host, and my co-host now is the
Mia.
Student of the Month.
Yes, I
Yes,
am.
congratulations, Mia. We're also with Miss Bigus and Nate.
Yes.
So I'm going to start us off with a question about New Year's resolutions. We are a little over 2 weeks into the new year, 2025, our graduation year.
I know. I'm ready to go.
What are some New Year's resolutions that we have, and how are we maintaining them? Anybody can start.
My New Year's resolutions always have to do with my students, and I am looking at ways to be very interactive in the classroom, but also we've just recently gone on a field trip to Set at Liberty and looking at enslavement in Beverly. So my freshmen are busy looking at that as they're going to segue into the Odyssey. And my 11th graders are focused on a book called Just Mercy, which is looking at the racial and gender inequalities that go on in our justice system. So I'm looking at nonfiction ways that my students can plant some seeds so they can go out in the world and make a difference.
Yes, very, very important. That's what education is all about.
Yeah. My current New Year's resolution, I do photography, as everyone
Yeah,
knows.
Panther Flicks.
Yeah. So I got a really bad burnout at the end of the year last year after fall season. I just I don't know. So my goal is to work on photography more and not overwork myself to the point where I'm gonna get that burn again, because I realize that burn is gonna come all the time, but I need to learn how to manage it better. So that's my current resolution, and so far it's going well. So.
And it's your senior year. You need to be able to, restart and get ready for your next chapter of your
Yeah.
life. So I do think that's important too. Nate, do you have any New Year's resolutions?
Well, my New Year resolution is improve my art skills, improve my job skills.
Yeah.
The dishes, wiping tables, putting all the stuff away, all that stuff. Oh, and even mopping the floor.
Okay, yeah. What are some things that you like to draw?
Oh, comic book characters,
Okay.
creatures, and aliens.
I love that. I love that. That's so creative. So let's segue into a next question. Since we are in a new year, and we know due to the strike we lost our February break, how do we feel about 2 or 3 months with no break and just kind of go school? And then sort of a second question off of that is, how can we help encourage students to not feel burnout? Is it okay to take mental health days during this 2-3 month span? And what are some ways that, as a teacher specifically, you plan on helping students feel more comfortable through this time? Anybody can go, but that was a more teacher.
So I come from the Midwest. Yeah. We never got this many breaks. So my work ethic is pretty strong about the fact that I don't think we got a break. We actually got out in May. So for me, it was always, wow, we have too many vacations. I personally am, because I'm also the director for Drama Fest, I'm super excited that we don't have a break in February, because we get to rehearse clear through, and that is going to be beneficial for the Drama Fest cast and crew. For my students in the classroom, I'm giving them more things to do in the classroom that are looking at our world, being more interactive, doing activities together, being in group activities. And honestly, I just come into the classroom with a lot of energy, because it's winter and you can be a slug-a-bug, but why be a slug-a-bug when we have spring to look forward to? And so I'm just really trying hard to be a positive force in the world.
I love that term, slug-a-bug. I'm going to start
Me
using
too.
that in my everyday life. Do you have any tips or tricks?
Well, I was gonna say, I usually use February break as a mental health recovery, because I am very involved with sports and stuff, and so just there's a lot of stuff. I don't know. I guess I plan on just hanging out with friends during the break and going to school and just spending it with them, knowing that it's better than just sitting at home doing nothing.
Right.
I'd rather be with my friends, surrounded by them. So.
And it's different for us because we have our 3 months and then we are gone. we
Yeah.
go on internship and then we're done.
Well,
So.
I still was looking forward to February break.
Right.
Because there was our midterms got moved, right?
Yeah, they're
Yeah. I was looking forward to February break, because then the midterms and everything's nice. It's just relaxing. But
Valentine's Day midterms.
oh,
They will be done by the time
Well, yeah,
February break comes. They will be done still.
Yeah.
That's
So-
Valentine's Day midterms.
Yep. Yes. So do you have any tips or tricks or, worries about having to go to school for the next 3 months without any breaks, Nate?
Well, first, yeah, I heard my little brother, he doesn't like the idea about not having a break. But Mom told him to get over it. I'm thinking the same thing, but I already get over with it.
Of course. Get over it. I do think it is important, I think, that we make up the education that we lost during the strike,
Yeah.
which it is worth it because teachers got what they deserved and what they needed.
Yes.
And yes, I do think that it's unfortunate that we have to go to the strike, but like you said, a lot of Midwestern places.
Yeah, don't.
I went to school in Colorado for a couple years. There was no break, and they also got out a lot earlier than we do. So, in terms of mental health, which Mia brought up, and I think also from a teacher aspect, looking at, like you said, slug bug times in the winter, how can we lift spirits and kind of rally together and say, we're not going to be slug bugs. We're not going to let these dark winter times kind of take hold of our work ethic and take hold of our ability to kind of pursue education in a impactful way for ourselves as students and as teachers. How can we kind of lift students' spirits and get us through this time?
I say spend time with each other. I'm big into spend more time with each other, which is I think I get probably so much energy out of doing the theater things because I'm spending time with students, but also we're working together and working through things, and it's always physical, vocal.
Yes.
It's all those sorts of things. So I say to students, spend more time together. We're trying to look at what kind of plays could we go see, right? And so spending more time together is, I think, a really good idea. Don't even if sometimes even when you're tired and you go anyway, you're like, wow, I'm really glad I went because that was actually worth it rather than, feel like you should just go home. So I say, I'm encouraging my freshmen to get involved in something because it's always better to be included and involved in something than to go home and not. That way you get to meet more people, you meet upperclassmen. So I think it's a good thing. So I say be together, spend more time with people.
Yeah. And as students, Nate and Mia, do you have any ways that you yourselves are going to help with mental health during the next couple
So
of months?
I'm very musically inclined on top of sports. So I actually just got a piccolo part for one of the pieces. So I plan on using music as an outlet. I also use photography
Yes.
as always.
Both are flex.
So usually sports don't run during certain times. I think during vacations they don't run depending on what sport it is. So I plan on just taking my camera, just going out somewhere. I like to go down to the beach and just take photos. It's so much fun.
Yeah, taking time to do something that you love.
Yeah.
Outside of a job.
Professional
situation.
aspect. Yeah.
Nate, do you have any ideas on how you're gonna keep happy during the next couple of months? Or
Well, I'm going to be staying brave and confident a bit.
It's good.
yes, that is important. Staying brave and confident. I think that's something that we all need.
I like that. I
in
like
this
that.
time,
We all need that.
is to stay brave and
That is
confident.
good. I like that.
I love that. These are all really great answers, and I hope that a lot of people watching this can take this and really take to heart feelings of community and feelings of gratitude and feelings of bravery over the next couple of months. I do think that this is a good place to end us off.
I agree.
I think that we're ending on a really high note, and I am so thankful for all of you for coming in and being so talkative and answering all of these amazing questions with amazing answers. Thank you so much.
Thanks.